Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping Jurassic World: Rebirth, directed by Gareth Edwards. InGen operates a sleek but secretive research facility on Île Saint-Hubert, a mist-shrouded volcanic island in the mid-Atlantic. Scientists in sterile white labs work on transgenic dinosaurs, splicing genes to improve resilience, size, and growth rate for military and pharmaceutical profit. Among their creations is the Distortus rex, a hulking six-limbed tyrannosaur, with twisted bone structure and an unsettling gait. During a containment drill, the creature breaks free. Alarms blare as red emergency lights strobe across steel corridors. The D-Rex mutilates a handler in front of horrified staff. Chaos erupts. Tanks of embryos and specimens are abandoned, and the entire personnel flees the island. By 2025, climate change has devastated most ecosystems. Only humid equatorial zones remain lush enough to sustain dinosaurs, but these areas are quarantined by international law as no-travel zones. In a dim skyscraper boardroom, Martin Krebs, played by Rupert Friend, slick pharmaceutical executive of Parker Genix, pitches a covert plan. Certain prehistoric species produce proteins that could revolutionize medicine. He recruits Zora Bennett, played by Scarlett Johansson, a hardened ex-military operative with a history of black ops missions. To ensure scientific credibility, Krebs forces her to partner with Dr. Henry Loomis, played by Jonathan Bailey, an eccentric paleontologist who still believes in the potential of de-extinct species. Zora knows the mission is dangerous and assembles her own crew in a sweaty bar in Suriname. Duncan Kincaid, played by Mahershala Ali, her pragmatic longtime ally and expedition leader. Leclerc, played by Bekjir Sylvain, a seasoned riverboat captain with a sly sense of humor. Nina, played by Philippine Velge, a cold, ruthless mercenary. Bobby Atwater, a disciplined security chief. Together, they prepare for their island infiltration. Meanwhile, Ruben Delgado, played by Manuel Garcia Rulfo, a widower, sails nearby on a family trip before sending his daughter Teresa Luna Blay off to college. Along with them are Isabella, Adrina Miranda, Ruben's younger daughter who loves sketching animals, and Teresa's brash boyfriend Xavier Dobbs, David Yacono, whom Ruben can barely tolerate. Their family bonding is cut short when the Mosasaurus, a Leviathan survivor from the Mesozoic seas, capsizes their vessel in a breathtaking attack sequence. Their SOS call is intercepted by Zora's expedition ship, which reluctantly comes to their rescue. The team confronts the Mosasaurus in its hunting grounds. Using harpoons fitted with biopsy cannons, they manage to extract a glowing vial of genetic fluid. But as they celebrate, the Mosasaurus circles back, this time accompanied by territorial Spinosauruses, drawn by the chaos. In a nightmarish assault under stormy skies, Bobby is mauled and killed. Teresa desperately reaches for the radio, but Martin, terrified of exposure, shoves her away. She tumbles overboard, screaming. Xavier dives in after her, followed by Ruben and Isabella. The families are separated from the mercenaries. Nina, still on shore, is torn apart by a Spinosaurus in the jungle. Zora regroups the shaken survivors, revealing a trump card. She's arranged for a rescue helicopter to circle back in 24 hours. Until then, they must stay alive. The team treks through sweltering jungles and discovers a majestic herd of titanosaurs, their silhouettes towering against the dawn sky. Loomis reverently approaches, whispering about the creature's role in reshaping prehistoric ecosystems. The biopsy is successful, but tension mounts. Martin grows increasingly paranoid, treating the mission as a corporate heist rather than survival. The final target is the Quetzalcoatlus, a monstrous flying predator nesting in ancient cliffside temples. Zora, Henry, and Leclerc rappel into a colossal nest. They find a clutch of eggs, but before extraction is complete, the parent returns, a wingspan blotting out the sun. Leclerc is snatched and devoured mid-air in a shocking display, while Zora and Henry narrowly escape with an egg sample. Elsewhere, the Delgado family forages through the jungle. Reuben grudgingly grows respect for Xavier after he risked his life for Teresa. Isabella, compassionate and curious, adopts a small, wide-eyed aqualops she names Dolores, despite Reuben's protests. Their journey through the ruins of the old InGen complex exposes more horrors. Mutodons, twisted raptor pterosaur hybrids with leathery wings, stalk them like demons in the shadows. They attempt to retrieve a raft to escape the wakened T-Rex. They narrowly survive a Tyrannosaurus Rex ambush by rafting down a river, clinging for survival. The Delgados eventually reunite with Zora's expedition at the overgrown InGen facility. Relief turns to tension when Teresa publicly denounces Martin for sacrificing her. Desperate, Martin seizes a rifle, steals the genetic samples, and speeds away in a UTV toward the helipad. As the survivors argue, the Mutodons swarm, forcing them into underground tunnels lit only by flickering emergency lights. They claw their way toward freedom, only to emerge just as the rescue helicopter arrives. From the jungle emerges the nightmare from 2008, the Distortus Rex. The malformed predator snaps the helicopter from the sky like a toy. Martin sprints to the landing pad, clutching the samples, only to be devoured in a gruesome payoff to his arrogance. The survivors flee deeper into the tunnels, reaching a rusted gate blocking the way to the shore. Beyond it, an abandoned boat. Only Isabella is small enough to squeeze through the bars and unlock it. Heart pounding, she succeeds. As the group scrambles aboard, Duncan lures the D-Rex with a flare, narrowly avoiding death as the beast retreats back into the jungle. Exhausted but alive, the survivors finally push off from the cursed island. On deck, Zora and Henry secure the remaining vials of biomaterial. Both agree. Instead of allowing Parker Genetics to monopolize the cure, they will make the heart disease treatment open source, giving hope to billions rather than profits to one company. The last shot mirrors the prologue. Instead of scientists fleeing in fear, the survivors sail into the sunrise, free, united, and determined not to repeat InGen's sins. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.